Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Feinberg, I really appreciate you, and as I've listened to you on TV also, and hearing you here today, it gives me a little confidence in the ability to answer some of these questions.
Thank you.
But, Mr. Feinberg, I know in 9/11 you probably had to deal with a real estate issue or property values, and especially of some of the surrounding real estate that may have been damaged in the attack, and possibly rental income or whatever from apartments or whatever. If you're familiar with the Gulf Coast, you know that the real estate market down there has been depressed because of the economy that we have. I have a real estate background. In the case of the real estate, with this oil coming up, the real estate values are going to be diminished. Now, how do you compensate for something like that? That's got to be a very difficult thing to do, because there's different values depending on the real estate's location. How are you going to go about, and is that an eligible claim for someone?
You're the real estate expert. Here, I'm not sure, but let me give some guiding principles. If your real estate is devalued because of physical injury to the real estate, that the oils on your property are contiguous, that's easy. That's an easy claim. You're obviously, I think, I'm getting ahead of myself, but you'll tell me, but I think you're obviously eligible. The problem's going to be, just as you imply, what about the real estate, the condo or the co-op or the house that's 5 blocks from the beach? That's why it's of less value than a house right on the beach. It's 5 blocks, so it's a 5-minute walk to the beach. Now, 2 problems. One, what if the beach does have degradation, tar balls or what have you, oil balls? That's problem number 1. It's not on your property, but it's 5 blocks away, and the beach is diminished and your home value is diminished because it's right there 5 blocks away. That's one problem. I'm less worried about that problem than the second problem, which Congressman Buchanan raises. I'm on the beach, but there's no oil at all there. It's just the public perception that drives the values down. I mean, on the one hand, those people are suffering. They deserve some help. On the other hand, there's not enough money in the world to pay every homeowner, wherever they live in the Gulf Coast, who says, my property's down because of the oil spill. Maybe you have an answer, how we define eligible, ineligible. I venture to say, if there's no physical damage, probably, I venture to say the law of Florida doesn't give any of them compensation. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure that's not the end of the discussion. So,
and I can't help but agree with you, because if you go down and just been, whether it's in Mississippi, Alabama, Orange Beach, Florida, wherever, there's a number of listings there for sale. And I promise you that people are not down there looking for vacation property right now with the oil spill. There's probably a lot of people that were buying during to a depressed market looking for a good deal, but finding a good deal and buying a piece of property that's got tar balls and oil in the Gulf is a different story. And so I hope that you'll take that under consideration when you start looking at what's eligible and with the real estate market.
I mean, one way to look at it is to say, make an assumption. There is no question, I'm making an assumption now, there's no question that the property value has diminished as a result of the spill. Let's assume that's right. That doesn't mean that every property is entitled to compensation.
Right.
So that various members have raised this issue, and we're going to have to sort it out in a way that will challenge my expertise and certainly challenge yours.
I know you'll do a good job. Thank you.